Thanks for joining us on Bobbye and Tonilee Unplugged, where the message is always truthful, authentic, and inspiring. For more information on Bobbye and Tonilee Unplugged, visit bobbyeandtonilee.com. Now your hosts, Bobbye and Tonilee.
Hi, this is Bobbye and Tonilee Unplugged, and my name is Tonilee Adamson. Thank you so much for being with us today on KPRZ, 1210 a.m. right here in San Diego. I have a special guest with us today. He's actually the marketing manager of KPRZ, so you could say that he's all of our bosses here at the station. And he's a man of a wealth of information, from owning many businesses to being in radio for years and years. But we're actually going to address a different topic today with him, as he is a living testimony to all of us about a weight loss and even reversing his diabetes. Is that not amazing? We're hearing frequently that diabetes is an epidemic today in the United States with all the carbs that we're eating. And just being an ICU nurse, that I specialize in heart surgeries, I've seen those front bellies end up going to heart surgery frequently, because that's that fat that we don't need. So how do we reverse this process? And Hendry actually is going to discuss that today. I also have Eddie Ron with us. He's our video producer for this show, and I'm so thankful that he's here. And he's going to be asking questions as a newbie to Dale about how to lose weight. He's been struggling with weight loss and actually leaving Hawaii. We took him right here to San Diego. Now he sits down at a desk and he does video editing all day, and so he's not as active as he was in Hawaii. So Bobbye and I feel very responsible for Eddie's weight gain. So we're trying to help him with that. Before we get started, I just would like to make a couple announcements. Firstly, a good friend of ours, Ruth Ann DeForest, is putting on a Southern Gospel Music Festival. It's just Tuesday, April 26th at 7 p.m. at the First Baptist Church of Pacific Beach. And it's the Triumphant Quartet is coming. They're a Southern Gospel music band. And
that's right up your alley there, Dale.
Southern Gospel.
Southern
right.
Gospel, you know it.
So that is Tuesday, April 26th. You can always call us at 800-992-0369 or go to dailydisciples.org to the contact us, and we can give you more information. Or go to First Baptist Church of Pacific Beach on April 26th. They're going to take a donation at the door. There's no price. And then Legacy 5 is coming in concert. They are, again, a Southern Gospel music band. They're going to be at El Cajon Wesleyan Church on Sunday, May 1st at 5 p.m. So we would love to see you there. Bobbye and I will be there, and we'd love to meet you there. And then I just want to give an announcement for a Daily Disciples new Bible study that's starting Wednesday, April 13th, right here in Vista at Stonebrook Church. So again, call 800-992-0369. And Bobbye and I will be doing teaching, and we're going to do the book of Romans. So we're going to go through the summer. We'd love to see you there. It's only with the Word of God coming in our heart that He's going to change us. Talking about change, Dale.
Well, thank you for the introduction. You know, we're so grateful for Bobbye and Tonilee and everything they do for our KPRZ audience. I know people tune in, and they have such a huge following on their radio show. And one thing we might want to mention, starting May the 1st, they're going to move 30 minutes later than they are right now. So rather at 10 o'clock in the morning, you'll hear them at 10:30. Yes. So we may be reaching a whole new group of you starting at 10:30, but everybody else needs to move with them. So put that on your calendar. May 1, Daily Disciples moves to 10:30 on KPRZ. That's 1210 on your AM dial.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. You know, I've got a lot to do in my life. So for me to sit down and say, let's talk about plexus is something that I really feel strong about. Otherwise, I wouldn't do this.
Yes.
You know, my daughter, Jill Hendry Renfro, she's a elementary school teacher, and she's been doing that for about 5 years. And she got introduced to Plexus about 22, 23 months ago because she wanted to lose a few pounds. Let's just say, Dad, I wanted to lose 20 pounds. So she had a friend that introduced it to her, so she said she would do it. And guess what? She lost 30 pounds herself, a 28-year-old. And of course, it's easier for young people to lose weight. They can
Don't we know it?
They can lose weight a little bit easier than us old folks can. And then after she started learning more about the product, she said, Dad, you know, this product was basically designed for diabetics originally. Mm-hmm. Because what it does, it helps you lose weight, and it keeps, I guess, your glucose and your blood level and your cholesterol and lipids at a very healthy level, which is very important for a diabetic, you know. And it kind of helps you overcome your struggle and gives you willpower over certain foods.
So does it the cravings go away? Like what happens? Do you feel a buzz? Is it that kind of thing? Or is it just it stabilizes you out that you don't crave those foods?
You know, when I first started taking it, and I'll just show you a little example. It comes in a little straw, and it's just a powdered drink, and 30 of these packets come in this large packet, and I get one of these packets a month. All right, so it's one for every day. I put this little packet into a bottle of water in the morning. Before I eat breakfast, I shake it up, and I drink it. Now, I drink it right then.
Right.
Some people drink it over maybe 30 minutes or 40. They just drink it. But I like it, and I like what it has done for me.
It tastes like Propel.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. It tastes like
flavored
the vitamin
water.
water.
A flavored
yes,
water.
It does. It's a good taste.
Everything in there it's all natural ingredients. This is not a shake. It's not a meal replacement. You're not replacing anything with this. This is just an additive. It's
like
a supplement. Yeah, a supplement to the day.
Yes.
But what it did for me, it changed kind of the way my taste buds reacted to foods. You know, I've been a diabetic for 22 years. I took 5 insulin injections a day in my abdomen. When I traveled, I had to take it with me. Hotel rooms, planes, airport security. I got stopped every time. They had to examine my bag and all these needles and all this stuff. And so it took me some extra time, and, you know, but it's just a way of life for me for 22 years. I'd tried everything I could do to control my diabetes, my weight, my blood sugar levels, and I tried everything. I even got put on a drug that was introduced years ago called Byetta, which was a Gila monster venom, all right? And I'm going, who invented this? But anyway, it did some good for a period of time, and then your body just says, I don't like it anymore. And it's still probably on the market today, and it may work for some people, but it quit working for me, and I gained all the weight back that I'd lost with this situation. So now, with this product, my daughter says, Dad, give it a try. And of course, I tried everything in the world, and I said, you know, that's just one more thing, but it's my daughter. So I'm listening, and I'm going to support what she wants me to do, so I did. I stuck up, and I bought a bag, all right? And in the next few days, week, I started seeing some results in my blood sugar count, because that's how I could tell it first. You know, I checked my blood sugar. You can probably see I still do it every day. I have little pricks in my finger, and 5-6 times a day I want to know where my blood sugar is, so I know what to eat, what to do, what not to do, right? And then I started seeing my blood glucose levels go down. I'm going, something's working. And so I got on it the next month, and by month 1, I probably had lost 7 or 8 pounds. Month 2, I'd lost about 17 pounds.
Wow.
And my blood sugar levels were dropping 40, 50 points. I struggled to keep my blood glucose levels under 200.
Wow.
Struggled.
Prior to Plexus.
Prior to Plexus. I mean, many times they were 240, 250 when I woke up in the morning, and that's dangerous. You know that from a healthcare.
Yes.
Very dangerous. You know, you can have neuropathy, you can have blindness, you can lose your limbs.
Oh, heart
everything,
surgery,
everything related.
yes.
Right. You know, heart attack. So, you know, I'm getting a little long in the tooth, so I thought I might want to try at least to live a little longer. And 22 years of fighting diabetes, I can tell you that I've been on this product now for a little over a year. I have lost 70 pounds at this stage of my life.
Woohoo! And we have a before picture. And then if you go to Bobbye and Tonilee Unplugged on YouTube, you will see how beautiful Dale looks. Healthy, young, his complexion's beautiful. And Eddie's actually going to put this picture on YouTube also. So if you go to dailydisciples.org, click on the Bobbye and Tonilee Unplugged banner. You will see Dale, who is our marketing manager right here at KPRZ. And I've got to tell you, this man not only runs KPRZ, he runs several businesses. So for him to take the time to do this, Bobbye and I begged him to come on this radio show so that we could introduce him to our friends who are praying so hard for help to lose weight. And Eddie's one who's going to actually start the program. Bobbye and I are getting on it too for our health. So we are going to take a really quick break, but we want you to know you can call us about this at 800-992-0369. You're listening to Bobbye and Tonilee Unplugged, dailydisciples.org, right here on KPRZ, and we will be right back.
Now there is a way to optimize your marketing potential in one stop. Business in a box. The box includes state-of-the-art websites designed to function on all devices. Custom videos produced to share your message across cyberspace and television. And our team of experts who target your desired customers using sophisticated algorithms and the most relevant metadata to reach them through email, social media, and other digital windows. Call now for a free consultation and discuss a marketing plan designed for you. Call 1-800-992-0369.
Hello and welcome back to Bobbye and Tonilee Unplugged right here on KPRZ 1210 AM. If you're listening, please know that you can also watch this radio show at Bobbye and Tonilee channel on YouTube. If you go to dailydisciples.org and click the Bobbye and Tonilee Unplugged banner, it will take you right to our YouTube channel. And I recommend it especially for this show because we are talking about weight loss and the transformation that Dale Hendry, who literally runs our local Christian station here, right here on KPRZ, and does a multitude of other things. He's an amazing businessman. Has lost how much weight, Dale?
70 pounds as of this morning. I weighed before I came in. I wanted to make sure it was right. All right.
So Eddie, who is going to start taking the product, and Bobbye and I have actually started taking it too. He is new to this, so because he's our video producer and he's going to invest in this program,
I am.
I'd love for you all to hear the questions he has as with Dale sitting here as the expert.
And I'm not the expert.
You're not the expert?
I am not the expert. I can just tell you what's worked for me.
Well, out of the three of us, you're the expert.
All right.
I'm telling you right now. So my question would be, you said it kind of helps with cravings. So is that just cravings from sweets, or is that from cravings from all
Cravings
food?
from sweet is the first thing you'll notice. You know, sugar's a killer for us. We know
yeah.
that, right? And anytime you can eliminate sugar from your diet, and sugar is in so many products that you don't even know about.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So the key is you got to avoid sugar anyway. Mm-hmm. And this helps you say, oh, I don't need that anymore. I don't like that. I don't want that. Even the diet drinks, like a Diet Coke. Mm-hmm. My sister was drinking a 12-pack a day of Diet Cokes because it was diet, remember? So it couldn't be hurting you, could it? All
Right. That's what we think, right.
So as soon as my sister, and she's 18 months younger than me, started taking Plexus Slim, she quit drinking all of her Diet Cokes because they tasted bad to her.
Huh,
all right?
interesting.
So now she's a water and a tea drinker, okay? And that changed her life because all of that, I call it fake sugar, that was in there, the Splendas and the Saccharins and the
Yes.
Equals and all that, has a tendency to fool your body to think you're getting sweets, and it doesn't know it's supposed to do anything any different
Right.
anyway. Now, first off, you got to understand, I'm not a health professional. I am not a doctor. I'm not making any claims that are going to cure you or anything else along that side, right? So all I'm doing is just giving you my information and my testimony, all right?
Well, I think I ran into this taste bud thing because I had maybe two of these, but I took them in one day. I took one in the morning and then one late in the afternoon, and because I had two of them, and just to try.
Well, Dale
And-
gave them to me to give to you.
Right,
So we
right.
thank him for
Yeah,
that.
thank you very much. So I tried it out, and I went for not Diet Coke, but ice cream because I love the ice cream. I thought, wow, this tastes weird. Now, first off, it was not great ice cream anyway. It was on sale.
Okay.
And it was called a black walnut. And I don't know why I bought black walnut ice cream. But it tasted funny, like more funny than it did before after this. So is that something that happens
that's
like
what's
day
going to
one?
happen.
Okay, then
All right?
that makes sense.
That's going to
because
happen.
I was wondering why the ice cream
Your
tasted
taste
funny.
buds will change, all right?
Awesome.
Now, this is designed for 1 pack a day, but you can drink 2. You don't have to just stop at 1. You can drink 2. Remember, I was taking 5 injections a day
Right.
of insulin. So let's suppose I did get off the wagon and I decided I was going to eat some carbohydrates, maybe a potato or a pizza or something. I'm going, well, that's going to bring my blood sugar up.
Right.
I'll drink a second one of these in the day, and it just brings my blood sugar levels right back down.
Wow.
Okay, it's just like getting a shot of insulin for me.
So you're on a low-carb diet anyway.
I am, and I always have been. And I limit the carbs I eat. And my carb count's not going to be right for anybody else. I just know where my body goes. So I try to keep my carb count under 60 grams of carbohydrates a day. That's tough. If you'll just look at any label, you'll see a little bag of potato chips has 15 or 16 carbs in it, all right? An apple has 15, but I'd rather have a 15 apple than a 15 bag of potato chips.
Yeah, I wanted to do the paleo diet one time.
Right.
And it just became, shopping on the perimeter, as they say,
Yes.
becomes pretty expensive. I mean, I just couldn't pull that off within my budget, just to eat meat and vegetables every
Well,
day.
you just need to eat, you eat clean. We call eating clean,
Yeah.
Eat low fats if you want to. Or you can even eat fats if you're limiting your carbohydrates. But vegetables and fruits and fishes and chickens and, I use ground chicken now and ground turkey and turkey bacon. I love the taste. And that's what I have moved to. So that when you talk about changing your diet, it has to be good for you. And everybody's diet is different depending on what you're trying to do.
What I appreciate about your story, Dale, is that you were already controlling your diet because of diabetes. So this made such a difference to stabilize your blood sugar that you're now off all of that diabetic medication.
Right.
That is miraculous.
I
But
haven't
tell
had
us
an
the
injection.
story.
I haven't had an injection in probably 7 or 8 months now.
That's awesome. Tell us the story about your sister. Now, she wasn't a diabetic.
No, my sister's not a diabetic. We thought it would run in the family. My dad was a diabetic, his mother and her mother, so we had it in the family. But my sister was overweight. We liked food. She says, Dale, when I started having my children, I just got fatter, right? And that was just what happened. So she saw what I did, and she says, oh, I can't let my brother outdo me, right? In kind of a sibling rivalry. So she got on it, and now I talked to her last night. She's lost over 100 pounds since June of last year. Not even a year yet. 100 pounds. Now we talk and we communicate.
That's a whole person, 170
It is, yeah.
pounds
And
from
she's
one
not a
family.
diabetic. But we have diet sharing things together and recipes together. You got to have a good support system in your life that makes things work for you. The people around you have to want the same things that you want. And if that's the case, then that's more than half the battle. If 2 people eat differently in the household, how do you do this?
Right.
Everybody's got to be kind of on the same plane here.
Right.
So that's what works.
Okay. So other than the weight loss products, are there other products from Plexus?
Yeah,
Or
Plexus has, I'm going to use the word a dozen different products, and each one does something different. Some people have issues in other areas, and I don't want to diagnose anybody, and I don't want to be the doctor here, but 80% of our health and wellness problems is in our gut, all right? All that bad bacteria that we've got, all the stuff that, yeast that's built up in there, yeast loves sugar. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
It loves a lot of things, and it just becomes foul in you, right? Well, there is a product that they have that I swear by, my number 2, and it's a probiotic. We've all heard of a probiotic, but there's so many variations in probiotics. So I researched theirs, and theirs is called ProBio 5. It has more of the good stuff in it than anything you're going to see, and I take it every night before I go to bed.
okay, so both. So you would
Yeah.
take this one and then a
probiotic at night.
Probiotic
and
at
so
night.
that helps your gut. This helps your gut. It curbs your appetite. It gets your blood sugars right, your cholesterol right. I mean, My triglycerides are 119 right now.
Wow, wonderful.
Right.
That's good.
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So does that come as a slip also, or like
No,
little
it's
straw?
actually a little capsule.
A
It's
capsule.
It's
Okay,
a little
cool.
capsule you take at night. And
Awesome.
Okay, I have to stop this radio show, or Dale is going to give me an email and say, TL, you went too long this time. So you've been listening to Bobbye and Tonilee Unplugged, and boy, the time went by so quickly. Dale,
Yeah.
thank you
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
well, you're welcome. Thanks for having me here.
One more announcement that we're going to be starting a Romans Bible study right here in Vista. If you're interested, we'd love to hear from you. Also, if you're interested in this product, Eddie is going to become an ambassador, and we would love for you to have a relationship with Eddie through this. And our number is 800-992-0369, or you can contact us through dailydisciples.org. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be on again tomorrow at 10 a.m., but like Dale said, May 1st, dailydisciples.org, we are going to 10:30 a.m., and we hope to see you soon.
Thanks for tuning into Bobbye and Tonilee Unplugged. Tune in every day on air and online. For more real life, real answers from Bobbye and Tonilee. Subscribe to the Bobbye and Tonilee channel, and for more information, visit bobbyeandtonilee.com.